Well, hello everyone, we are here in Berea. Welcome to our Browns-Falcons preview. And the Falcons are 4-6, but they are still tied for first place in their division.
I just like how David Anderson had this, the game's indoors, so we're indoors today. So
that's right.
we're getting ready just like the fans. Big game, obviously, for the Browns. The Falcons are surging a little bit. They're 4-6, but they've won their last two games. So this is a real big game for both of these teams.
You know, it really is. And you look at their record, and again, they're in the NFC South, and we know that the AFC North has been beating up on the NFC South. However, there's some talent on this team, especially offensively. You look across the board, you see Roddy White, you see Julio Jones, Matt Ryan, Steve Jackson. They've got some talent.
Yeah, people, with the record, you sometimes forget it was only a couple years ago. This team was in the NFC Championship game with a lot of the same guys that are still there. Certainly with Matt Ryan, that's a potent offense. And we remember how the Browns kind of struggled against Tampa Bay with their big receivers. These guys aren't quite as big, but they're certainly as lethal.
Well, obviously the big thing to look at this game is Josh Gordon's first game back, and he's going against the 32nd pass defense in the NFL.
Yeah, obviously the Browns just love having this guy's back. I don't care what they say about easing him in. I expect him to play a lot, and I expect him to have a huge impact on this game. We remember what happened last year when he came back, also in a dome, by the way, also indoors, against Minnesota, how well he played and how well he and Brian Hoyer, which I believe was his first game, played so well. So I think he's going to have a similar impact.
That's right. Now he will be going up, I think, mostly against Desmond Trufant in this game. And again, the 32nd ranked pass defense. We've been talking to guys all week about Josh Gordon coming back and being in this game. I asked Travis Benjamin, hey Travis, you and Josh on the field together, what do you think of that? And he said, scary. It will be scary. And I have to agree with him. I mean, that's a lot of speed, that's height, that's a lot of danger on the field.
Well, that was one thing I was going to mention. I mean, Brian Hoyer's going to have to adjust his arm angle a little bit. He's been used to throwing to those little guys. Now he's got a guy where he can go up, and even if he's not open, maybe go ahead and take that chance anyway because of Gordon's leaping ability and just his size and catching radius.
Well, that's true, but he also has had Gary Barnidge and Jim Dre, Miles Austin. So not only the Lilliputians, he's had some bigger guys to throw to, but certainly when we talked to Coach Pettin today, he talked about, hey, you know what? We have to make sure that he doesn't have tunnel vision and just look for number 12 all the time. It will be very tempting for him to do that. He's got to continue to spread the ball around.
Absolutely. And then, of course, the other story that we talked about on cleveland.com yesterday is the idea of no Ben Tate and Isaiah Crowell. It'll be kind of a homecoming from him. He's going to have a huge fan base there. What are we looking for with the running game, you think?
Well, you know what? They're going to split it up. It will mostly go to Isaiah Crowell and Terrence West. We never know who's going to get the start. There hasn't been any real rhyme or reason to that. Now, Glenn Winston is their third running back, but I don't anticipate that he'll really work very much in the run game. He'll mostly be on special teams. And then from the other standpoint, this is the first game that they could be without also Carlos Dansby and Jabal Sheard in the game. So even though Atlanta's not great against the run, not great at running the football, they might be good on Sunday.
Yeah, and we've seen that. Browns fans know that we've seen teams that come in here, sometimes even with rookie running backs, and have big days. The Browns just have to tighten up on this run defense. It's really getting to the point where it's costing them games, obviously.
Now, special teams wise, in addition to the Rabbit, Travis Benjamin playing a lot on offense, he's back on punt returns. He's said again this week that he will return one for a touchdown, and on the other side of the ball you've got Devin Hester that of course can return one at any time.
And of course Chris Tabor knows Devin Hester very well. The Browns, that's the one strong point of of the special teams, they've covered kicks pretty well all season. We'll see if they'll be able to continue that. Obviously this guy is as dangerous as they come for a long time.
So once again, the Browns head down to Atlanta. They're 6-4 right now, looking to improve to 7-4. And the big news of the week is Josh Gordon is back. We will see what he can do. And that's it from Browns practice in Berea.